There you go.
Well, the carnage is here. The whole bottom of the arm is snapped right off. I guess I'm gonna have to ride this out with no left ski because she was just a mess, complete mess. So. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Still got a little ways to get to the trail, and even the trail will be a good time too, but we'll see what we can do.
30K of it.
30K a trail, yeah. Got the good boys helping me out here, the fill-in Syxxes sisters here.
I can see what I'm doing.
All right, let's open her up. That's not bad. Oh yeah, grab, or I'll do it. Ski made it?
Yeah, ski's okay. Ski rubber blew out.
I was gonna say, do you have it still?
No, it's I do actually.
Yeah.
I got
Is it any good or is it toast?
Got it in the war bag up here. There's the first piece.
Oh, I think it's toast.
And there's a ski rubber that's supposed to be under there.
I think that's the end of that one.
This A-arm is fucked.
I would say so.
Yeah, so this initially folded and we straightened it up and this is still inside the body, so I thought this was intact.
Yeah.
Like, I can ride that out. Came up and I was trying to get over to the lake and this ski came off the ground for a second and ski rubber popped out, down over the bars once more. I'm like, and this thing was just all mangled up on the side.
You got to go over the bars twice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. So this thing was like 45 up in there. I'm like, I can't ride out with it like that. Like, I tried to haywire it all together to make it work. No. I had to take her off.
You're the first one of us who's ever had to do that.
I wouldn't recommend that. I'm still hurting from holding it on its side for 32 kilometers.
Oh, yeah, Eagles, that's a long one.
We were down in the lake in the bottom.
Yep.
I was bombing up through the trees like I didn't even notice I was missing a ski, just cruising on her, having a good time. And then the hard pack trail, it was like, oh boy.
I think you probably did all right.
I hope nothing's
Usually these ones don't ever go. I've never seen the lower ones go. It's usually the top ones that bend.
I guess it's good that the arms give first, because
Yeah, that's what you want.
yeah, it's cheap to replace that.
Jeez.
Shock, not so much, but
Yeah, we'll see what we can do on that one.
hopefully we can rebuild that.
Yeah. If one of us worked the throttle and the other guy, Okay, this comes the fun part. Ski all the way on the ground?
Yeah. Looks like something melted though.
Something probably hit it.
I don't know. I have a drift about this high, so I shot off that, and there was a little mound of snow, and I was hitting mounds all day. I didn't think anything of it. I wasn't gonna hit it, but came down and the ski went into that, and it must have been a tree that broke off mid-season, and the last snowfall just covered it because there was that much snow on it, and just wham!
Smashed it, huh?
And I took the bars here underneath the armpit and went bouncing off the bars. I was laying on the ground when Guns came over, not moving. He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just need a few minutes."
There's what's left of your A-arm. Is there like a box of bolts or something?
Yeah, I have home. I forgot them.
That's all right. I can get her probably mostly back together. Not bad. Good job. Oh, there's the other half of the that A-arm.
Something like this, I think it was.
You can get those aftermarket A-arms, lower ones, for like $100.
Fixing that sumbitch right there.
This guy here, yeah. I've got a couple sources. I'm gonna work to see if we can get this thing going.
Peel it apart and change that piston, I would think.
You can change these. I've done them lots.
Yeah.
I need $3,000 worth of tools to do it. So I know a couple places that will.
Just pushing up yours too, I think. It's a little dinged up and smooshed.
Yeah, it's a little smooshed.
I would say something's missing. Here we are with the 2019 hardcore Benz, and it looks like there's a little bit of carnage. A quick damage estimate on this thing and just see what exactly needs to be replaced. And since we have a front end basically destroyed on this, like where's the A-arm? There's what's left of one A-arm. We're gonna have a look at this thing here, and we're gonna see and make sure that there's no chassis damage, and I'll show you a couple little parts to look at on these cats. So when you do that, when you take out your front end like that, Ben hit a stump, so you know a few places to look for chassis damage. These are the common ones anyway. These are the common points that fail when you have this bad of a wreck. Not generally you see like Skidoo's S module being destroyed. That doesn't happen on these cats. They don't have a cast aluminum bulkhead. They have a just sheet aluminum bulkhead. So these bulkheads, they don't crack. They usually don't crack. But we'll have a look here. We'll get into it and we'll see what kind of damage there is. Let's start over here with the shock.
So obviously, that's not that straight anymore. Inspecting it, getting it ready to be shipped out to Richard and Ben at APS, Altitude Power Sports, who can actually rebuild this shock, or have a guy who can rebuild it for us. I've rebuilt tons and tons of these shocks, but I don't have the special tools here, and if I wanted the special tools, I would have to spend like $2,500 or more just to get the special tools to rebuild it. So I won't be doing that. And I just caught that one before we shipped it off here, because now that this is bent, we might be looking at an entire shock replacement, but I'm going to ship it out anyway. We're going to get a quote for it, but I have a feeling we're going to be doing a complete shock. Tie rod survived for some reason. Ski rubber blew right in half. Looks like the ski is straight. The spindle is not bent. Usually when it's bent, you'll see that there is some just paint flaking in one area, but we're not seeing that. Looks pretty good, besides the mechanics wire holding everything together. I think Ben tried to drive it down the hill a little bit, and that's the deal with the mechanics wire. We will need a new lower A-arm. We will need a new ski dampener. We may need a new shock. We're gonna see. Hopefully we can get this one rebuilt. And then, this is Clutch City over here. Don't worry about Clutch City. That's a talk for another day. Okay, so one thing you want to check here, and this is actually a super common one, and I think we're good on this one. This one, not gonna be a problem on, is actually it's this A-arm tab in there, which is kind of dark, but it's this tab right here. Generally, if you smash up the front end, is this tab will bend or this tab will bend, and then we're doing a bulkhead. Since I saw that shock eyelet that was bent, yeah, you can see it right here, is that this mount is actually a little tweaked. We can bend that back, won't be an issue. We'll just be hitting that with a hammer a little bit, or a wrench, and just tweak it back to where it's supposed to be. Carnage on the underside, but we can see this mount is in good shape. No welds cracked, no paint flaking. The tabs are also straight, so we are good there. And we're just gonna get in here real quick and we're gonna inspect. Ben's already been in here, but we're gonna inspect this mount real quick. But I don't really expect to find anything because the A-arm just sheared right off. So I'm not really expecting to find anything. But with this mount too, but we would not be a good mechanic if we're not going to check it. Perfect example of a well-designed brake. So what happened was our A-arm broke right off at the mount and left our chassis completely intact. Perfect example of what is supposed to happen. Don't go complaining because your A-arms are broken, kids. This is what is supposed to happen. The A-arm is supposed to break so your chassis does not. Okay, now that we know the damage on the sleds, when are we getting out riding again? Well, that sled needs a front end, that sled needs a clutch, and I was going to save this as a surprise, but Sean's brand new Polaris 850 needs a motor. You guys may remember us fouling spark plugs on the hill on that, it was on the mag side, I think it was. I think it was the mag side, kept fouling them. So that's the one you need to replace.
Again.
Is that the same one?
Yep.
Huh.
Same cylinder, kept fouling. So decided, you know what, it's got warranty, take it in the shop. And apparently that 850 needs a new motor. So that Polaris has 1100 clicks on it, and they figure at the shop there that we took it to, that that big end bearing is about to go. They said it was scored up a little bit, so the 850 needs a new motor. Ben was also talking to one of another one of his buddies, and same thing, 1100 clicks on that 850, that Polaris Patriot 850. 1 cylinder Fallon plugs, motor's gone. That's not bad. So those Polaris 850 motors last 1100 clicks. It's like the same when I get to one of my clutches. We got clutch tools for this one on the way because we're going to be rebuilding one of these clutches. This team clutch that I have, this was the spare one I had sitting around, is actually a 35 millimeter clutch, which means it's for a 4-stroke turbo. I do not have a 4-stroke turbo. I have a 2-stroke 800. So that clutch physically will not fit on that crankshaft. So we will not be doing that. I will be probably combining these 2 clutches down here to make one working one. I just want to get it through the season. That's all I'm trying to do, is just get this thing through the rest of the season. I hope that there's more season to be had. Everybody knows what's going on in the world. I hope everybody's staying healthy, staying safe out there. If anything, like, we already have provinces around here shutting their borders entirely. We live in Alberta. The riding we do is in BC. We shouldn't really be going out anyway, but we're gonna have to see what the world has in store for us. If anything, we can at least go riding just local here, which I have a feeling is going to be the case. Even though I was so super excited for spring riding, I don't think much of it's gonna happen. But we'll have to see here. We'll see what the world does. I do, however, have the PHAZER here, so I might have to take that one out for a ride instead of these babies. But you know who does have a working clutch for me? I think that's really all we got for right now. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to be seeing, since things are slowing down across the map of the world right now. Me and Nigel actually even talked about been like maybe doing like an Xbox Live game night. Me and him have been playing so much Xbox Live lately. I also know as of late that I have been loading you guys up with GoPro videos, or just keeping the content rolling. So I do have some more GoPro videos to show. I know they're not everybody's favorite, but there's a couple more interesting ones coming up. So there is some more GoPro stuff. I think I'm gonna get the PHAZER out. Thanks everybody for watching today's video. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, hit the like. There's tons of other merch links down below, links to sponsors, the gear we're using, all that sort of stuff. That's down in the description below if you're wondering what kind of helmets we're running, or what kind of gear that we have been using this season. It's all there down below. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next video.